Bro, we don't care if you want to go to the Philippines and get you somebody. We don't give a damn if you want to go to Malta and find you a submissive woman.
This is why I love getting old. Because only with wisdom do you learn how to leave exactly where he had you up at.
Did you know if you work from home, you're less likely to get divorced?
Nobody really cares that you have a preference and she is totally of a different race. The only problem we have is that you have to tear down a woman that looks much like the one you came from with your black.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, be sure to smash that notification bell just to be sure you're getting my videos when they're released. Alright guys, let's hop right into it.
This is why I love getting old. Because only with wisdom do you learn how to leave exactly where he had you up at. Okay, story time. Let's get into it. Because I really want to set the scene for you. And when I'm done, you're going to understand exactly why I think I'm okay dying alone.
No comment. Next question. Any other questions?
Like, that actually sounds so peaceful to me. To leave this planet exactly how I came. Okay, let me calm down. But I spent all morning going back and forth with a grown man. And it got to the point that he irritated me so bad, I had to make a mental note that I'm going to ghost him. Like, we have been going back and forth, but today was like the straw that broke the camel's back, because it's like, you're going to act slow and you're going to act like you don't understand what I'm saying for over a week. Like, I've been patient with you for a whole week, right? So here's my theory. And this is why I'm starting to lean towards just being by myself on some real, not even on no bitter, because at this point, I feel like I'm a scientist and I'm out here collecting data and doing research. And these are my findings. Unfortunately, I am a woman, so I'm capable of empathy and putting myself in other people's shoes, right? And I had to shut that down today. I had to shut it down because, like I said, this has been a week of you going back and forth and acting like you don't understand where I'm coming from. Like, my patience, babes, it's non-existent. So I start to think to myself, because like I said, I am a woman, I have empathy, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, you know he's been going through things. I thought that to myself. And then I said, I don't give a. Let me just get straight to the point and tell you guys my theory. Because I don't have time to waste. Like, I already wasted so much time arguing with this man. Okay? Let me tell you something. When a guy is going through something, leave his alone. Leave his alone. Like, if you're dating a guy and he's dealing with depression or he's having like financial hardships, leave his alone, because he is going to try to ruin your life. Damn! Like, I really had to sit back and I had to reflect. And I'm like, you know, like when you reflect and you like, damn, like, did I forget who I am?
How old are you?
31.
And your ex-husband did what?
He's a doctor. He's a psychiatrist.
And how long ago were you married?
Up until 3 years ago.
How much older was your husband than you?
We'll say 35 years.
So he's 53.
Currently, yes.
Why'd y'all divorce?
My husband got sick with cancer, and that changed him, and it changed the dynamics of our marriage.
Is he in remission?
Yes, he is.
And who filed for divorce?
I did.
Why?
He became mentally, emotionally, and financially abusive.
He took care of you just fine up until he got sick.
Correct.
And then when he was fighting for his life, you became a snowflake. Did you have to work when you were married?
No, but I chose
No, you didn't have to. No. You chose, but you didn't pay no real bills. You didn't have no skills. Knock it off. I'm gonna be honest, man. This is a whole mess. So even the way you're talking, it just sounds like, ugh. And how tall are you?
I'm 5'4",
How much do you weigh?
180.
Goodbye.
That's the thing, right? I can't even stomach listening to the rest. This woman comes across so masculine, right? The masculinity is at an all-time high with this woman. I heard so many F-bombs and you know what? This mother at a nerve. I'm going back. It sounds like a beat contest, right?
Emotional damage.
Who can beat the most? Why? do they continuously get on the internet angry? Or someone would say, why do they get on Beyonce's internet? I found that funny. Why are they getting on good old Beyonce's internet acting crazy? This is what men are avoiding. So more truth, you're gonna avoid relationships. You're getting with the wrong guys, number one. And I think after watching this, I'm a guy I'll be feeling, I don't want to smash. I want to avoid you. Next video.
A couple of random divorce statistics that may surprise you. Here we go. Number 1, did you know if you work from home, you're less likely to get divorced? Number 2, if you have lost a lot of weight since getting married, it increases your likelihood of getting divorced. The northeastern section of the United States actually has a lower divorce rate than other sections of the US. If you have a lot of close friends that have been divorced, you're actually much more likely to get divorced yourself. The more educated you are, the less likely you are to get divorced. Divorce is really seasonal. Divorce rates are the highest in January and February every year. Good news for millennials, if you're a millennial, you're much less likely to get divorced. And if you have the same alcohol habits as your spouse, you're much less likely to divorce.
Of course, with the same alcoholic, with the same habits, drinking habits as your spouse, you're too busy getting twisted to get divorced, right? Or either twisted and always making love, that's why. But anyway, to be honest with you, a lot of guys are not thinking about the divorce statistics. What I mean by that, they're looking at the divorce statistics saying, they're looking at most women are leaving men after 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, even 2 years. They don't even want to get married, right? Men are checking out. This, I guess, is decent statistics, but not really, because men aren't checking for them. Look at all of the women saying, I can't find a guy, and guys want to take me here or there. I don't want cheap dates. Women are fighting for cheap dates, while guys are saying, and it's true, and it's right, I don't want to bring you to the most expensive steakhouse when I don't know if you're with somebody else. I'll give you an example why it's that way and why it's hard to get married, even though the marriage game in the West is dead. I understand why. You know why guys don't like taking women on expensive first dates? When I was younger, when I was in my 20s, I didn't take women on any dates. I just smashed. So I get it. I truly understand why guys do. On to the next video.
This is a really good time to remind you of a fundamental truth, which, as long as you remember this fundamental truth, you'll never go wrong in this feminism, sexism, patriarchy maze that we're all trying to find our way out of. And that fundamental truth is this: when you play by the rules of the patriarchy, you will always lose. Every time. Because the rules are set up for you to fail. An oppressive system, a system that oppresses you, has rules that are designed to keep you in that constant state of oppression.
Blah, 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 blah.
So anytime you follow one of that system's dictates, what you're doing is helping that system stay in place, maintaining the status quo.
Guys, I can't listen to this no more. Too much talk about the patriarchy. I feel like I'm watching a Barbie movie, right? I seen a Barbie movie. I didn't even go to the movies to see it. I turned it at home. I said, let me see what this movie's about. The whole movie, patriarchy, and the guys were, it was wild. The Barbie movie made women came out of that movie saying, I'm gonna divorce my husband. I'm gonna leave my boyfriend I was with for 5 years. Wow.
Go into the positive elements of the film when we are introduced to patriarchy, Badkin. And again, he was over the top patriarchy, but it brought a breath of like, oh, you almost, because it's so, men are the problem, men are bad, women need to be in positions of lead, like women literally need to rule the world, that's the best way. It was so pushed like that when Ken suddenly got his shot and kind of took over, I was rooting for him.
Yeah, same.
And it was just because he was funny. Like, he actually brought humor, much needed humor that the film lacked. Like, the film, well, we're about to get into the negatives. There were plenty of negatives.
So many breakups over a Barbie movie. As soon as I heard it say patriarchy 5 times That was it. I said, if she says patriarchy again, I'm done. You see me shaking my head the whole time. Like, I get tired of hearing it. It's like, the patriarchy is you saying patriarchy. It worked. The patriarchy wanted you to be independent to create more debt slaves. Congratulations.
You played yourself.
On to the next video.
Hey, party people. What's up? I just want to talk for 1 second about the passport bros, whatever y'all call them, because I call them the passport bros. Nobody really cares that you have a preference and she is racially ambiguous. Nobody really cares that you have a preference and she is totally of a different race. The only problem we have is that you have to tear down a woman that looks much like the one you came from with your black ass because you want to make us look bad so you can elevate, Lupita and the crew. Bro, we don't care if you want to go to the Philippines and get you somebody. We don't give a damn if you want to go to Malta and find you a submissive woman. Baby, the second she gets that green card, that doormat switch is going to flip off and she's going to be much like everybody else.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And leave you, just like your pa did. Okay, have a good night. If you want to go to the Philippines and get you somebody, we don't give a damn.
Same argument. She's just gonna leave you. When these women are happy with these passport bros, I've seen, especially in the Philippines, so many guys get married. I just even recently seen a brother propose to a woman.
Sana all!
Maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, right? It's opposite. You know what these women don't realize is that where these women are from, they don't see themselves as here. They see themselves as here, not because they look down on themselves, but because there's so much competition. Also, in a lot of these places, the guys have the pick of the litter, right? And there's so much femininity running around. They're crazy, like, oh, this one, that one. So when passport bros go there, and we're not like that, they look to foreigners, passport bros, saying, man, I want that. I want a guy that knows how to treat a woman. I want a guy that's a gentleman. It's not what you're saying about us. And guys wouldn't be talking and mentioning what's going on and what we're leaving if it's not true. And you continuously make videos to show how right we are. So you can't talk at all, right? Stop doing what you're doing. Talking is only making it worse. It's only making you look worse. And you're actually making it hard for the passport sis out there that are good women. Let me break it down. There's passport sis that want to travel, find a husband, they want to be out of the US, that a good woman, right? That want a shot at a guy outside, but they can't get it. Why? Because of the picture you're creating. And you have no plans on leaving because a lot of women can't stomach a man making under 100,000. So why would he get a man outside of the West that makes what? $50 a day? Because that's what guys making. Guys outside of the West are making under that. There's guys making $20 a day in the Philippines, and that's money. That's decent money. Of course, people that have higher paying jobs are making more, but still, you would never date that guy. But you're making it hard for women that would date that guy. But anyway, guys, I don't know what these women are thinking. It's gonna make their life easier by talking about us. All right. If you hear men say something and you get offended, maybe you need to work on changing the majority, because it is the majority that acts that way. The reason why guys will continue on with what we're doing now is because we realized it's more to life than dealing with you.
Answer's coming.